Mr. Tully?
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and steel have been assigned.
I'm the one that's responsible. I'm the one who wants to get rid of you. Me, not them. So why punish them?
Everyone has to die.
When it's their time, yes, not your time. As you have no say, you don't belong with the living.
I'm here, aren't I?
Then prove it. Shake my hand. Or come and sit down with me. Come on. Talk with me. Tell me your name. Perhaps we could have a nice, warm, human conversation. But you can't do that, can you? You don't belong here. You don't belong with us. You belong in the darkness. You and your friend. You're dead. Every single one of you.
Not for long we won't be. Not for long, we won't be.
What are they doing? Jamie's passed out. The air. Not enough air.
Still.
How deep are we? At the bottom? No pumps working, and we're at the bottom.
Still. I can't breathe.
Hey. Tank's full.
Tank's full.
And we're at the bottom.
And we're at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom.
Don't talk. Save the air. Don't talk. Don't talk.
Save the air.
Save the air.
It's all right. It's not all right. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Help us. Please, help us.
You saw them?
Yes.
You heard them?
Yes. Let's get him onto the platform, Steele.
What?
He needs air.
57.3, you said. His life expectancy.
That's right, yes.
How old is he now?
52.9.
Then he'll survive, won't he?
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes.
Got more than you bargained for there.
It worked, didn't it? They weren't dressed as sailors.
No,
So what were civilians doing on a submarine?
I couldn't tell.
I thought you were always the expert on history.
When it makes sense, yes.
When they called out to me for help,
They were probably trying to trick you.
maybe, but when they did call out,
Yes.
was it as ghosts or as living people?
Well, it could hardly have been as living people, unless, of course, you were once a ghost in their time.
I wasn't.
Well, there you are, then.
Anyway, I don't think they intend to be ghosts in this time period for long.
What do you mean?
Not according to that soldier. Wake him up.
Mr. Tully? Wake up, Mr. Tully.
Oh, thank you.
It wasn't my asthma again, was it?
No, it was not your asthma. When you first came here, what did you do?
I remember now, they tried to kill us.
Not quite. They encouraged us to die.
You antagonized
When you first came to this
You
place...
antagonized the ghost of that young soldier.
I know, I meant to.
Meant to?
Yes, and given the opportunity, I intend to antagonize him even further if it helps me to find out who he is, who his friends are, and why they decided to haunt this particular railway station.
Well, perhaps
if I went out there and asked him nicely what his name was, I tried that.
Well, knowing how
Come on now, Mr. Tully. Are they behaving the way your average ghost is supposed to behave? Would all your pals at Psychical HQ classify them as good ghosts or bad ghosts?
That depends.
And what about one of your priests?
What about him?
Would he give them a favorable report?
Again, that depends.
They attack us with their own pasts.
I know.
With their own deaths, Mr. Tully. I saved you from one such experience. Sapphire saved me from another. So, when you first came here...
When I first came here, there wasn't all this trouble.
There was no danger?
No.
Just nice, peaceful ghosts.
Until you people arrived, yes. Everything was all right until you arrived.
Mr. Tully.
I'm sorry, I will not be placated.
He has a job to do.
And so have I. I seem to have no say in anything anymore. Decisions are made for me, and look what's happened. I would never think of making a ghost angry. But then that's the way I do things. Unfortunately, nobody seems to be interested in the way that I do things.
So what is your way?
What?
When you first came here 2 months ago, when everything was going right for you, what did you do?
Do?
Yes, I mean, the ghosts weren't sitting around here waiting for you, were they?
No, I prevailed upon them to make some form of contact.
And how did you prevail upon them?
Well, if you must know, I had a sitting.
A what?
A sitting, a one-man sitting.
A seance?
Yes.
Where?
In the buffet.
And the ghosts responded to that, did they?
Well, they have to. It's a kind of summons. All right, it wasn't very successful, but then it confirmed my belief.
Why do you say it wasn't successful?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not very mediumistic.
Sapphire here would make a very good medium.
So?
So why don't we try it your way for once, Mr. Tully?
My way?
Yes, why don't we have a seance?
When?
Right now.
After what's just happened? All that business in the hotel?
What about it?
Well, when I had a seance, I was friendly.
Well, what's that got to do with
Well,
it?
you've upset them, haven't you? You've antagonized them.
Yes.
But to have a seance now, to summon them now, under these conditions would be dangerous.
Do they have music on submarines?
Music?
Yeah, from a radio.
In most cases, they would have access to a radio, yes.
But submarines don't have wooden doors.
Hardly.
I heard somebody open an old rickety wooden door in the middle of the room. Then the laughter and the talking stopped. All the fun stopped.
Where was this?
I told you. Right in the middle of the room.
Well, I'm ready.
What about the lights?
Mr. Tully?
Oh, yes, you can leave those, but you can put this one out, I think. Thermometer. A bit of candlelight, I think.
And the cotton threads?
Not this time, no. Would you sit there, please, and you sit there. As long as you're sure
Sure.
that this is what you want to do.
Yes, I'm sure. Sapphire?
Yes.
What's that supposed to do?
Make me feel better. Now, hands on the tabletop, please. Now we join hands.
Is this important?
It's vital.
And how did you manage when you had a one-man sitting?
Well, I just held my own hand.
Ah.
Now then.
You'd like me in some sort of auto-hypnoidal state, would you, Mr. Tully?
Yes, please.
What?
It's a self-induced hypnotic state halfway between waking and sleeping.
Yes, that'll be fine.
Right.
I want his name. I want the soldier's name.
Yes, well, give her a chance. Give it a chance. I think perhaps we should close our eyes. Try to share the moment with her.
I prefer to stay awake, thank you.
No one's suggesting that you should sleep. I've always believed on occasions like this that closing one's eyes is, well, courteous.
Courteous?
I've often felt in the past that spirits are rather like strangers paying a visit. A little bit shy, a little insecure. And why shouldn't they be, after all? Yes?
He doesn't like this, Steele. He doesn't like this, not from us.
I want his name.
No. No.
His name.
No.
His name.
No.
Please.
No.
Please. You cannot be coercive. It never works that way. So you leave it to me.
All right.
Thank you. Now, I am not interested in knowing your name, or in the names of any of you. Only if you wish to tell me. We want to help you.
Help us. Please, help us.
Trials. They said there'd be trials. It was a last-minute decision.
What kind of trials? A court-martial, something like that? Was it a court-martial? Or the assizes, maybe?
What?
The trials.
Oh, they were told. The sea. Well, it's the channel, really, but I suppose you could call it the sea. Back by 5, they were told. You'll be back by 5. Be like any other working day.
Who said this?
They were told!
Yes, sorry, now. Tell us about the trials.
We're talking about the trials, aren't we? Back at 5. Out at dawn. And back by 5. It's like any other working day.
Sea trials? Are you talking about sea trials?
Of course they are.
Sea trials for a submarine?
Yes. Steele. There's resentment here. There's so much resentment.
No, please, tell us about the submarine. About the trial.
No, there's no point now. There's no point in talking about it.
But if you want
There's no
help...
point.
You're sailors, are you?
Of course we're not. They're not sailors. That's obvious, isn't it? Sailors get paid to take chances. They get paid to die. We don't. We get paid to work. A day's work. Back by 5, they said. We never came back, did we?
What year was this?
Oh, 1938.
What are your jobs?
Jobs?
You say you're not sailors.
Of course we're not sailors. If we were...
So what are you doing in the submarine?
We're civilian workers, aren't we? We're civilian-attached workers. Bright futures. Home by 5. That wreck should never have gone to sea. Home by 5, they said.
Yes. What are your names?
Can't tell you that.
Surely you can.
Anyway, there's no point.
But if we can help you.
Don't need it. We've already got help, thanks.
What kind of help have you got?
I won't.
Oh, please.
I think they've said their piece.
At least we know something about those 3.
Yes.
But isn't that?
It's not enough.
But they volunteered that information.
Oh, they like to give us bits of information. But I want the name of the soldier.
Well, I've already said it's dangerous.
Zafar. Zafar.
Yes?
The name of the soldier. We still need the name of the soldier.
You won't communicate.
And find someone else. Someone who once knew him.
But there's no one who knew him.
Then go further back, into the past. Find someone who knew him. Find someone who was close to him. Try, Zafar. Into the past, into his past.
It's a long way back still.
Try.
It's a long way back.
Try, Zafar, try.
Oh, it's such a long way.
She mustn't go that much today.
Zafar?
It's a warm day. Oh, it's a beautiful hot summer's day. There are flowers in full bloom. Oh, there's such a lot of flowers. But there's no one here anymore. They've all had to go.
There must be someone. Someone who was close to him.
Just a minute. Yes, there is someone. Yes, there is. Come on.